It's a great day to turn on a podcast. Thanks for listening. This is Let's Hang Out. Hello, and welcome back, everybody. Another episode of Let's Hang Out, another Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing well. Had a fantastic last few weeks here, getting some things going, getting some of the behind-the-scenes gears rolling again, and making progress on getting these episodes stockpiled, getting things put together, plans ahead, all the things that need to happen behind the scenes. If you guys are new to the show, I appreciate you stopping by. You guys can keep up to date on everything on Twitter at Letshangoutpod. You can also follow on TikTok at Letshangoutpod. Maybe not the ad. I don't know if the ad actually works in there. I'm so used to saying it now at this point. You guys can join the conversation on either platform using the hashtag Letshangoutpod. Please, if you guys ever want to post video, comments, things like that, please tag us and I will do my best to get that information written down to have for future episodes, to have for topics, whatever you guys want. This is a podcast designed to be interactive for you guys, to drop ideas and things that you want to hear about. Maybe it's something you're not hearing on other podcasts that you listen to, and it would be fantastic. It would make me feel wonderful to be able to do that and bring that to the table for you guys. And speaking of feeling wonderful, today is going to be a real straightforward shot to the feelers for you guys, because I want to talk about self-affirmation. And what that means on a grand scale is simply being able to appreciate what you have. Being able to feel good about what you're doing, feel good about where you are in life, even in the face of adversity, of anxiety, and all the other things that can affect you on the daily basis. There's a way to feel good, and there's a way to work your way through it. Now, I'm not going to be giving you guys the one and only way to get through the day. I'm not going to be giving you the affirmation that's going to solve all your worldly problems. But I am going to tell you that you're doing a good job with what you're doing right now. You may not feel like it, but you're here. You made it through yesterday, and you're here today. And today is another day for you to work through. Your outside world is a reflection of your own inside world. Now, it's kind of a heavy statement when you think about it. So the inside world is what you guys process on the daily, how you feel on the daily. Whether you feel accomplished, whether you feel down, happy, sad, all of that. Those feelings on the inside are going to reflect in your outside world. So if you're unhappy with the way your work is going, the way your job is going, the way your relationship is going, on the outside you're only going to see the negatives. The more you focus on the negatives on the inside, the more it reflects on your outside world. The more you see things as a struggle, that you're just not winning, you're not making progress, and so on and so forth. And this is coming from somebody who's beaten himself up for years. I am my own worst critic on so many things, including this podcast. I can listen to an episode and it can be the greatest thing. It could be one of the best episodes I've ever recorded. It could be the best thing with a friend, with a guest, with whoever on here. But there's times those little voices in my head get the best of me and I just beat myself up. And then the next day, and the day after, it takes me a while to kind of shake that funk. But that whole inner beat up just makes the outside world feel like it's not going anywhere that I want it to. And it took a long while for me to get to the point where I can go ahead and look at what I'm doing and love what I've created. Are the projects that I'm doing the best thing every single time? No. Will they be? In their own rights, yeah, they will. I'm not looking to create the best thing every single time I do something. I've mentioned before, you guys know if you've heard the intros and gotten to know me a little bit over the episodes, I'm a father of 3 and a husband, and I love my life, I love my family, and if there's anything that I've done right in this world that I can look back on and be truly happy that I did, and to really be like that beacon of life's not that bad, it's looking at my family. I have an amazing wife. She is smart, talented, unbelievably capable of so many things. I've grown to love her more and more every day since we've met. And it's not to say that, I haven't loved her at all. It's that every day I find a new thing to love about her in some way. or something that I already love about her grows. And with my kids, they are without a doubt my greatest achievement. They will always be my greatest achievement. I wanted to be a parent, and I found a wonderful woman to be a parent with. We have 3 great kids, and they have their moments like all kids do. They get on your nerves, they do things to make you angry and whatnot. But I truly will never accomplish anything as great as it is to be their dad. That's not saying that my accomplishments or whatever I can accomplish will not be great. Being a parent, specifically being their parent, is the greatest achievement of my life, and I will always keep that at the highest regard. And that's part of my own self-affirmation. I'm grateful for the person I've become because of them. I am grateful for what they've taught me. And being able to look at that and look at them, look at the entire situation of my life with them and how things have changed. I've become such a better person because of them. And it's because of them that I continue to push forward on what I'm doing. Will all of my projects succeed? No. No, they will not. But I will learn from every one of them. Just like I've learned to be a parent, my kids have taught me more lessons about being a parent than my parents could have taught me. I grew up in a home with a very dysfunctional parental system. There's a lot of things that I wanted as a kid that I did not get from my parents. Love and affection was one of those that came in little bursts here and there, but it was never a continual thing. Learning to get past that and learning how to love myself again was a huge hurdle, because I grew up feeling like it wasn't okay to love myself because I wasn't loved. Now, to be clear, that doesn't mean that I wasn't loved. And I know that's a very contradictory statement on the surface, but let me clarify. So, I didn't feel like I was loved as a kid because I didn't hear it on the daily from my parents. I didn't hear the I love yous and you're doing great and things like that. It was only when I was struggling is when I heard from them. My dad worked all the time, my mom worked all the time, and that's all they talked about was work. Even after I moved out, that's all they talked about was work. My dad made a very conscious effort towards the end of his life to really remind me in the fact that he did love me very much. And that it was okay to love. Because he was lucky enough before he passed to see my son and to meet my first daughter. Unfortunately, my youngest didn't get a chance to meet Grandpa. But it was meeting those 2 kids and seeing my dad completely reinvigorated with life, I guess would be the best way to describe it. It showed me that even one of the people that I looked at and turned to learn about life and to learn about love, and I thought wasn't able to do it, suddenly had this whole new purpose of being a grandparent and showing unconditional love to a child. And having those conversations with my dad towards the end of his life to realize that he really did love us and that what he was doing was his way of showing us that. Because he wanted to make sure we had a roof over our head, food at the table, and the things that we needed. We didn't get to have the discussion when I was younger that it was okay to live in your emotions and understand your emotions. It's okay to cry when you're hurt. And it's okay to talk about it with other people. We didn't get to have that conversation. But later in life, we did. And it was the best conversation. Yes, it was probably later than it should have happened, but it gave me the clarity I needed to understand that it is okay to look at things in my life and be okay with them where they are. His lesson to me was that it is okay to be thankful and grateful for all the good that I do have in my life. A lot of that was earned. A lot of that was stuff that I worked for. And even now, as a parent myself with my own kids, I'm thankful and I'm grateful for all the good that I do have in my life because I do have an amazing family. I have a wonderful home. We live in a great neighborhood. There's a lot of positive things around me that I need to refocus on when I'm not feeling the best. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to find joy. You deserve peace. And you deserve a full life, whatever that is for you that makes you happy. If you want to be somebody going out and about on adventures, be that person. If you want to be the artist, be that person. Don't let somebody else tear you down for what makes you happy. Surround yourself with people who support you, with things that make you happy and support your progress forward. And most of all, keep the good feelings around. Keep those good emotions there. If it makes you happy, use it. Motivate yourself forward. Learn to tell yourself that everything is going to be okay. That the next day is a step forward. It is okay to work through the day one step at a time. One day at a time. There's a balance in life, and it's very difficult to keep that balance. There are times that we're all going to go through where that scale is going to teeter one way or the other. We've got to work on ways to keep it balanced. It's a life lesson. It's something we're going to learn as we go. But learning to let stresses go is one of the biggest steps forward that I can give you guys. It is okay to be stressed out. It is okay, because it will pass. Whatever is stressing you now is not going to stress you out in a week. If it still stresses you out in a week, that's okay. Work towards making it better. The only way that we don't make progress forward is by not trying and not moving forward. Take a second, take a deep breath. Breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in and think about all the good things that you have going on in that moment when you are so stressed out, unbelievably stressed because of something going on. Take a minute, find a quiet place, and take that deep breath. Breathe in and think about what is good. What good has happened for your day so far? If you can't think of something for that day, think of whatever good is happening right now in your life that week. The biggest thing keeping you happy, whatever that may be. Once you find that, breathe out. Relax. Let the stress pass. Whatever it is that you're working on, you can refocus on it again. Take a minute to take that deep breath and just calm your mind, because you will get through it. You are a powerful individual. In so many ways. If nobody's told you that, you are stronger than you realize. In so many ways. Those moments when you think that you are tired and you are weak, and you are not going to be able to do the thing you want to do, you absolutely can. You are worthy of all the good things that you want in life. They're not going to be given to you. They do have to be earned. But you are capable of doing so much by putting the effort in and letting the stresses go. One of the big things that you can do is to learn to support you. Learn to support the best you. Some of you might not know what that means, and that's okay. But learning to support your best self, learning to support the best you, is the person that you want to be at the end of this. So if you're facing a struggle, you want to complete this task because it's going to help further your career. You need to complete this task because it's going to make your day, make your life, make whatever easier. You need to support yourself to get there. And that means taking care of yourself. Make healthy choices. Drink water. Rest. Rest when you can. Get plenty of it. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo things. Don't work yourself to the bone. It's okay to put in the hours and put in the grind to get where you need to go, but you don't need to sacrifice your well-being to get there. Those are ways to support your best self, to support the best you. Take care of you. You deserve to be kind to yourself and the future you, because being kind right now is how you get to that next step. It's how you get to the future you that you want to be. And it's okay to sit there and process what's going on. It is okay to sit there and come up with a plan. Taking care of yourself does not mean that you have to stop, but make decisions for you. Don't worry about anybody else at the time until you are able to, until you need to. Things that happen need to happen because you want them to. The good experiences that you deserve, you're going to get there. You will get there. But you need to do what's best for you. You will get there. It's going to take work. Every situation is yours to control. It's your life to control. You have all the tools you need to take care of the difficulties in your life one at a time. They may not all get resolved as quickly as you'd like, but that is okay. That is 100% okay, because eventually you will get it done. You need to allow yourself to be who you truly are. Whatever that may be in whatever form, that is up to you. Nobody else gets to decide what you become, who you are. You need to make yourself a priority in your own life. There's a lot of us that like to take everything we have going on and put everybody else before us. I'm guilty of that on so many occasions, on so many things. But there's a point in my life where I decided I need to prioritize what I want to do. Now, as a parent, again, that doesn't mean that I'm prioritizing myself over my kids. My kids will always take precedent. But I'm not going to put somebody else, another adult who is capable of taking care of themselves, I'm not going to put them before me. My own self-care is important to me. And that's something that you need to be able to do. Your own self-care needs to be important to you. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. Take care of your emotions. There are so many things in this world, so many things in this life that are out there and will derail you at every opportunity if you do not take care of yourself. Focus on caring for yourself. Now, if you're somebody who deals with anxiety, and I'm one of those, every second that you work through your progress, work through your tasks that you're trying to do, making progress, every second you become stronger. You are able to take care of the things you need to do and not let the anxiety stop you. Life is about working on things. Life is about working on yourself. And always working on yourself. Always working to improve yourself. You are stronger than you realize. And all of the challenges in your life will lead to that inner peace, that inner happiness that you want to find if you're willing to put in the work. Trust the process. Trust the process of life. Yes, it's gonna suck at times, but you've already had those moments. You've encountered them throughout your whole life. Think back. Think how many times you had something that's happened to you and you're like, man, this is the worst. There's nothing that's going to be worse than this. And then think about the thing prior and how you thought the same thing. There's always going to be a new worst. But there's a point when you stop letting the bad control your life. I don't like talking about my personal stuff a lot, but we've had our moments. I've been essentially homeless with my kids. We fixed that. My wife and I fixed that. And it's not that we couldn't afford a home, it's because our home was taken from us. We were not given time to find a new home, but we found a solution very quickly and made it work. And now look, that new low that we had reached of being homeless has now resulted in us having a home of our own. We own our home. I thought that my health situation would never get any worse than it was. I thought that I was doing everything right. And then I find out that I have cancer, but I got that taken care of. And because of that, I survived. And again, that was the lowest at that point, and things have gotten better since. There's always going to be something that is a new low point. You deserve to work your way through it and have that good feeling at the end when you have accomplished tackling that challenge. Now, I've kind of thrown a lot at you guys this episode, and it's a normal length episode, I feel like. I'll find out in post-production. But I've thrown a lot at you guys, a lot of affirmations, because I really feel like there's a lot of people who don't have someone there to tell them these things. And truth be told, you guys, I may not know who you are on a personal level. You may just be a listener passing by. But I think you are capable of so many good things that you can put your mind to and accomplish. I think you are capable of more than you realize, and I think you are absolutely worth it. You are worth every bit of the effort. Whatever you're doing, I believe in you, and I feel like you will reach your goal. If nobody else believes in you today, I believe in you. That's it for me, guys. Told you it was going to be a feelsy episode. Something a little different, a little off the beaten path that we've had so far. But I felt like you guys needed it. I know I did. And I feel a lot better talking to you about it and sharing these feelings. As always, please join the conversation on Twitter, on TikTok at Letshangoutpod, using the hashtag Letshangoutpod. New episodes every other Wednesday. I've got a great episode lined up after this one for you guys, so check again in 2 weeks, and we'll have a special guest on, my friend James. I can't wait to hear what good things you guys do, and I can't wait to talk to you guys again on the next episode. Take it easy.